Welcome. Today we are at Harmony Club, right outside Timnath, Colorado. If you've never heard of Timnath, Colorado, it's right outside Fort Collins, Colorado, the home of Colorado State University. Give them hell, go Rams. Harmony Club is the home to the Colorado State University men's and women's golf teams. This is where they refine the craft. This place is actually pretty special to me. It's where I call home. I work at Harmony Club as the head equipment manager. I'm a part of the team. I'm a part of the product. And I like to think I've got a little bit of the soul of the course to take care of as well. Today, we get to interview the guy who steers the ship, Christopher, my boss.
Yeah, in talking to Christopher, who's the superintendent here at Harmony Club, we talked about taking the long way, slowing things down, taking new perspectives on things. Talked about his time in Ohio, New Mexico, and I think some of the best pieces of conversation we had were when we were talking about things he does when he's not here.
Yeah, like woodworking.
Yeah, and sexy pudding.
Sexy pudding. Come learn about sexy pudding under the greens. How you feeling, boss?
Good.
We're there.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. We're at Harmony Club today with Christopher Heslin, the superintendent who has taken many paths. Just a real legend of a guy, you know. Dude, thanks for having us out. It's kind of weird to say that now, though, because, like, we're in my shop.
That's right.
Thanks for having us out into my place.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What a dork.
We went out to my shop and we saw some good stuff, so
Heck
I like
yeah.
it. Yeah.
We're just banking on a bald eagle soon, though. Can you set that up for us?
Edit one in there.
Hey,
let's get one picture of it, snip it.
Hey, Daisy, cue the bald eagle noise.
Cue the bald eagle noise in the background.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Cue proud to be an American too. Can we get the rights to that? Well, all right. So you are here at Harmony Club. You've been here for a couple years, but you've taken kind of like a wild ride through, 3 states, 500,000 courses. Like, can you give us, like, I don't know, maybe like the highlight reel of like how you wound up here in Timnath at Harmony Club?
Yeah. So like you said, I've been to 3 different states and started off in Ohio and went to New Mexico and then ended up at Harmony Club kind of as it was kind of planned and kind of as a fluke at the same time. We had planned on moving up this way for a long time. Yeah. My wife's kids live up here, and so we, to be honest with you, right before I got this job, I was looking for jobs that made, be a fairway mower or a rough mower or greens mower or whatever it was, just to get my foot into the door of northern Colorado. And I don't know, I got a phone call saying that this job possibly was open, and after 2 phone calls later, they said they wanted to talk to me and talk to him on the Zoom call and talk to him in person, and apparently they liked me, and here I am. So yeah, just super good interview, and just didn't feel like I needed to come here and bullshit my way into the job. Nice. And just kind of spoke the truth, and if I didn't know the answer to something, I told them I didn't know the answer to something. And I think maybe honesty, maybe not being over the top got me the job, hopefully. Yeah.
Whatever it was,
whatever it was, I'm here, and we're here, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. You do have like a really interesting story of how you
kind of got the job? Like, it wasn't posted, it was never like public or anything. Can you talk a little bit about like the journey of like however that unfolded? I just think it's super interesting.
Yeah, so there was a salesman. He was a Simplot salesman, and I had known him from Albuquerque, and actually known him from when I lived in Farmington, New Mexico, and he had left this area to go to Arizona, and Brandon with LL Johnson told him about a job, and he kind of said, no way, I'm not moving back to where it's cold from going to Phoenix. And so he called me and said, hey, you might want to talk to Brandon and see what this is about. So called Brandon. Brandon just gave me a phone number, and that's awesome. That's how it all started. Yeah, so the job wasn't posted. And I feel that if the job was posted, they would have 300 resumes to sort through. So I feel definitely lucky. Right place, right people, right time.
Totally. And just, a perfect fit.
It's perfect fit.
It's like serendipity.
Yep. And like I said, we were going to move up here anyway, and whether it was in 6 months or a year, but it just kind of sped everything up. So, yeah.
And that's like a testament to one thing I'm learning about this industry is like your connections to each other matter so much, just from a business standpoint, but also, no, that job's not for me, but I know who it's for.
Right.
Like, I know the guy that needs that job, you know, that it was made for, and then here we are, you know?
Yeah, the salesman, the past salesman or whatever, he, I had hounded him for years about, hey, do you know anything? Do you know anybody up there? Do you know, so, you know, when it, I guess, like you said, maybe the networking part of it, and just keeping in the know with whether there are jobs up here, which seems like a hard place to get a job. So, yeah, definitely feel lucky, and definitely feel lucky you're the people I know. So,
Yeah, and you, I mean, so you've come here to Harmony Club, which is, it's a super unique course, right? We've got a super unique designer, Jim Ang, who makes just like wild golf courses, right? He did 4 Mile Ranch and Fossil Trace and Sanctuary for the Remax guy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude. So you're coming into this course that's like, how is this? I guess what I'm trying to get at is like, how is this course like different? Because from our conversations, it's very different from like the courses that you've worked at previously.
Yeah.
Or,
I mean,
does that come across?
Yeah.
Am I being an idiot?
No, I think you got there eventually. You landed it.
I took the long route. I took the scenic route. Task is simple.
We're taking the long route.
Yeah.
So this course is, yes, it's different. There's dramatic bunkers. The greens are not flat. It's just different in the whole, I suppose. They, my last course was the same way. It was a Gary Panks design, and kind of the same thing, dramatic bunkering and, you know, greens, big greens that had a lot of undulations in them. So I don't know that got me the job. I think it just prepared me more for the job of taking care of something that's a little tougher to take care of maintenance-wise, I suppose.
Yeah.
And
will you say more about that? Like how unique it is to take care of a place like this, or a Gary Panks design, or?
Yeah. So you know, to me, it's just the size of the greens, the undulations in the greens, the brows on the bunkers, the bunkering, if you will. You know, we've got moguls on number 10. We've got a spine on number 10. That's not normal, I suppose, at other golf clubs, and so it makes it a little bit more unique in how we maintain it. Not the easiest, not the hardest. We do our best and do what we can to keep it good. So
the greens are crazy here. You have 2 greens. We have, I don't know why I'm trying to do this like a weird guest or something.
You work here.
I work here.
Yeah, this is your course.
I get to be a part of it too. Why am I being like this?
I don't know.
The green on 7 and the green on 17 are both nearly an acre.
Yes.
So they're like a football field from end zone to end zone is an acre. We have a football field, 2 of them, of greens in 2 holes. What challenges does that like pose to even just like take care of it? Like, I don't know, man. It seems nuts. Like, that's huge. Does anywhere have greens that big? Or am I an idiot?
Nowhere. No, you're not an idiot. Nowhere that I've ever been has had greens that big, regulation greens. Maybe practice greens are that big,
Sure.
practice areas or what have you. But yeah, number 7. When I first saw number 7, you know, it's in some spots it's 10 yards wide and 100 yards long, and I felt it was just it was strange, but the challenges we have to take care of it are just really just more time. It just takes more time on those holes, and you know, more chemical, more mowing, more irrigating, I suppose, and so time is the biggest challenge, I believe, with those 2 greens. As far as the greens themselves, I mean, they're great greens. They're big. Definitely a lot of spots that we don't use on number 17, and same with number 7 as well. But
Spots you don't use for like hole placement?
hole placement, yeah, especially the skinniest parts of the greens, you know, and the necks, I suppose, and then hole placement on 17 is there's a big hill on the right-hand side, and so we don't stick it behind that hill. So kind of a third of that green doesn't get very much use, but and I would say that that's probably the biggest challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time and money, I guess, right?
No doubt.
Like everything else.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So we're talking about time. You spend an immense amount of time here, and probably even more thinking about here, but I kind of want to change gears a little bit and go like, who is Christopher Heslin, like, off the course? Like, you're a man of hobbies and really fun things. I want people to be able to see that side of you too. So, like, we talk about, like, what does your time away from here look like?
I feel like I dabble in a lot of things. I haven't mastered any of them.
Okay.
Right now, I'm kind of back into doing some woodworking and just messing around with that. That's how I kill time. And then my biggest kind of stress reducer, time killer, is mountain biking. I don't get too much out onto the dirt trails like I used to, but I still get on my bike a few times a week and just work out my inner thoughts, you know, I suppose. And whether
there's almost no place better than a bike. For
yeah,
that,
and if I'm listening to a fish show or something,
Yeah.
you know, I can get lost in it and not think about number 7 green or number 17 green, you know, and not worry about the tall grass or whatever it is. And so away from here, I probably am a little bit of a nervous wreck, but I try to, you know, I dabble in a lot of different things just to try to get my mind off of it, and it generally works. And you know, so that's it in a nutshell. And then, you know, the weekends that we're off is, you know, basically just traveling around, trying to find new spots and trying to find new restaurants and things like that. So I think I keep myself fairly busy,
Heck yeah.
I suppose. So
When you're doing your woodworking, are you like turning vases, or what kind of woodworking do you do?
So right now, I've had this kind of skateboard business and longboard business.
What?
And yeah, so
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
so
Hell yeah.
for a long time ago, I would make these boards and I would sell them on eBay,
Yeah.
and I'd get anywhere from $75 to $150. Just
Yeah.
you know, they set the price themselves. It was just an auction or whatever. And so I'm kind of just dabbling back in the skateboard business again.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's I'm never going to get rich from it.
Yeah.
And or anything, but it's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
and I can do what I want, and nobody's telling me what to do or how to do
Yeah.
it. And so I think it's I think if I had a way to make it bigger, could be successful. I just don't have that time or way to do that. So, and then I also make, I've kind of been messing around with cutting boards. Like everybody's messing around with cutting boards. And, but I've made some good stuff, and it's a lot of fun. The process of it's a lot of fun and relaxing to me.
That's awesome because you have this, so you don't have to, there's no pressure to make money off it. It's just hobby. And
that's right.
Like a way to do something completely different than, like you said, worrying about the long grass in the, in this certain spot that isn't responding well. And that's awesome.
I feel, I'm not so much of a golfer, and maybe I should probably be more of a golfer because I am a golf course superintendent. But I'm going to spend my time doing things that I'm not worried about worried about work all the time.
Yeah.
So
I think too, like one of the things I'm picking up is like with the things that you love to do outside of work, there is like this sense of finality. When we were out at the keeper spot, we talked about this like relentless pursuit of perfection and excellence and all of that. But you're like, when you finish a cutting board, the cutting board is finished. When you ship a longboard, which Morgan's got a hilarious I don't know if it's a hilarious longboard story. Morgan's got a longboard story.
I have a longboard story that is literally
Deeply
like the most
traumatic.
important crossroads of my entire life.
It's not funny. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It was deeply traumatic. But fun. If you want that to be funny, you let that be fun.
I'm the worst.
I'm kidding.
There's a sense of finality when you package up a longboard and ship it off. When you get back from a bike ride, there's like, it's almost like a polar opposite from here, where like you have so much of this, like long pursuit, and like nothing will ever be like truly perfect or finished. But then you put the coat of wax, or do you use wax on a cutting board?
I do.
I'm good. I'm not good. There's a finality to it. Does that resonate at all?
It resonates. The bike rides, and this is my own brain. It's not a perfection thing with me, but it's a race myself type of thing with me. If the wind's blowing and I'm 2 minutes behind, I'm getting kind of pissed off with myself a little bit about being behind or whatever.
Yeah.
But you take weather into effect or whatever it is. So maybe it's not quite a finality, but it quickly becomes a finality once I open the beer and have my after ride beer. So.
Man, post ride shower beer.
Post ride shower beer. That's right.
A+.
That's right.
A+. I used to ride road bikes a lot until I, got married and had kids and just got away from it. But those were, man, like you said, you're racing yourself. You have these little goals in your mind, but also you're just out like in the open, just having fun by yourself or whatever, and riding wherever you want. It's so nice. So nice.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I imagine too, like, speaking of the difference between like the finality of hobby, like a cutting board's done when it's done. A longboard, you put the trucks and the wheels on and somebody buys it, that longboard's done. All the while, this course is still, the grass is still growing, the trees are still blowing in the wind, like the sun is still baking your grass, like that carries on. That just, like, the relentlessness of nature carries on in that complete opposite way of, like,
where you have killed, murdered, and glued nature together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's brutal.
Hey, dude, I felt like I had to send it back for joking about your trauma. We can cut that part out, Daisy.
What's different about northern Colorado than the other places you've been?
I thought moving to northern Colorado would be, I've only been here 2 years, but I thought it would be a little bit more rain than what I was used to. Definitely more snow than what I was used to. Not so much the couple of years that I've been here. It's,
in those 2 years,
it's been a dry few years.
Here, it's a lot like Albuquerque
Okay.
or New Mexico, I suppose. Some more more trees here and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just it's the same but different.
Yeah.
And it has been the same but different, I guess. And but a lot of it has come from. I think really all it is just the season changes. We can bank on October being cool, and whereas in New Mexico you couldn't bank on October being cool, and
Right.
sometimes you couldn't bank on November being cool, things like that. Yeah. So that would be the difference. But as far as growing grass, it's about the same.
Sure.
We're chasing hot spots in the summer, and just basically the same. We get the same wind, obviously, and whatever else. So
Yeah, it's been nuts. This would be a great time for a sponsor read.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you for the bucket. Oh, we didn't do questions from the cup.
We didn't do questions for we were having a good chat. I didn't want to.
I
I didn't want to bust it up.
Yeah.
Boss, we do this fun thing. It's called Questions from the Cup. These are questions from our listeners, viewers, whatever. Also questions from me being an idiot and just wanting to be silly. So if you have a great question, DM us or whatever. I don't know how this works. Like and subscribe. Smash that like and subscribe. Smash! Yeah. No, yeah, send it. Comment your favorite. Comment a question you would love to hear in Questions from the Cup below. That seems so cheesy. But, all right, so this is the cup. It might look familiar. It might be borrowed from here. I'll bring it back. I'm taking really good care
nice
of it.
cup.
I know.
Freshly painted.
I grabbed a powder coated one. I promise I'll bring it back.
That sounds good.
That's my rule for it. But there are two rules that are inherent to the cup. It's been blessed by a medicine woman.
I don't think you're allowed to say that. That's appropriating, right?
Yeah,
might be.
maybe only if it had actually been.
Yeah, I'm
right.
sorry. I ruined your flow.
If you know a medicine woman out there who would be willing to
ruined
bless
your flow.
this,
I'm sorry.
yeah, you can tell this is hilarious. But so we do questions from a cup. There's two rules. Okay, you pull a question. The rule is you got to answer the question, unless it's too deep and weird. I haven't pulled out those ones on accident. And if you get the tattoo question, you have to get it. We'll pay for it, but you have to get it.
A tattoo
Yeah.
of what I want or what you want. All right, you ready?
Yeah. So we'll all take one. We'll all answer it.
Tattoo.
Gosh, the day the tattoo gets pulled is going to be the best day of my life. Sorry, wife and children.
Oh, we're doing it too.
Yeah, get a good one.
Gotta get in deep.
Did you get an oddly deep one?
I did.
All right, let's get you a new one.
No, I'm gonna answer this one.
You're rocking it.
It would be quick.
Oh shit.
There we go. All right.
Oh man.
You ready? Can I read mine first?
Go ahead.
Okay. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck
Oh,
or
yes.
100 duck-sized horses?
Oh, please. All right. I got to think of what I would think. All right, go ahead.
So personally, I think it would be more fun to fight 100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah, dude.
You could just go on a flurry and knock out as many as you can until you get
bloodlust
tired.
all the way
You
through
might
it.
only get 20 of them,
Yeah.
but
Before they get you.
before they get you, but it's a satisfaction of getting 20
Yeah.
and not being hit by one horse-sized duck.
How far do you think you could kick one duck-sized horse?
At least 17 feet.
Dude,
That feels like it would do the job.
Oh, a duck-sized horse.
That feels like it would do the job.
I feel like, man, like with the World Cup coming, that feels like consistency and everything. Like that feels like seriously like almost perfect consistency, weight, everything. I bet you could boot it.
I bet you could boot
Get
it
the
as well.
broad side of it, just like
right.
get underneath
That's
the
right.
torso, just
Get it
to
with
get
the
a little
side.
air.
Get it with the side of your
Yeah.
foot, like a soccer kick.
I'm kicking it right up its ass,
Yeah.
dude. It's just, I'm going right down Main Street with that thing.
How would you take down? I don't even know how you would take down a horse-sized duck.
Could you imagine the wings on a horse-sized duck?
Nope. Don't want to.
Don't want to.
Don't want to.
That's a.
The good Lord knew what he was doing when he made them the right size. You know what I mean? They'd be terrifying if they were bigger.
He's just, God's just got the upper corner of the box, and she just goes, "Oh, that's good. All right, we nailed it." What do you got, Mo?
This one's going to be tough. I got, what's the worst lie you've ever told and gotten away with?
Do we need to bleep this out?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about it from a, like, who could who could I get in trouble by if they catch this pod someday,
Hey, we're a small indie pod right now.
Yeah, I
you
know.
don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. Probably it had to be like in a job interview, where you're like,
I am really competent at Excel.
yeah, so I work at the police department. Our job interview process was like insane. I had to take like voice detecting lie detector tests and stuff, and like,
Oh, whoa.
to the point where it was like, have you ever, this is just an example, like, have you ever driven drunk? And of course the right answer is no, but the real answer is yes, because if you've ever driven home from dinner after having a beer, that, could be construed as driving drunk. And so
the voice detector would pick it up.
Yeah.
Even if you were second guessing
yeah.
it or something.
And so I'm answering these questions, and the guy's like, tell me the truth. I just did. No, you didn't. Or like, have you ever stolen anything? No. And then you're like, yes, I have. Or like, it's just, anyway, that process wrecked me for lying, because I was like, I don't want to have to do that again and try to cover something up. You know what I mean?
So you're like, you're very high character, high integrity by like necessity.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have to be because of where I work, but I don't know if I know the answer. I probably stole money from my parents. Sorry, Gary, Arlene. I don't know. I honestly don't know if there's one that sorry, I'm not going to say if I'm like, have a second family. That one's not going to be one I'm going to share.
You don't want to put Denise on the podcast, your family in New Orleans?
Daisy, can you bleep out her name, please? Witness protection.
Daisy, cue the confession music.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, mine is, if you had to swap lives with someone on your crew, who would you swap with?
Lives, L, not W. Making sure we're clear, making sure
We're clear.
everybody out there knows.
This one is so easy. 100% so easy. Griffin. Are you kidding me? Young guy, strapping man, looks like Julius Campbell hot. Like Julius Campbell from Remember the Titans? When Julius, he'd be the finest tight end, he'd be the finest defensive end of the state if you push him to it.
Ryan Gosling?
No, dude. Julius Campbell, when he, I forget the actor's name. Daisy put it in here. His name is
Wood Harris.
But
Okay. I believe you.
when they're burying Gary Bertier, he's got this mustache, dude. And it's just, Griffin has the mustache.
Spoiler alert for those that haven't seen Remember the Titans.
It's the opening scene, bro.
What?
No,
Oh, yeah.
no,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they sing at the end. Anyways,
Griffin.
Griffin. Young guy, single, can golf as much as he wants. has no one to answer to.
Right?
Has like a nice job, a great team, a boss who loves the hell out of him.
And what role does he have around you?
He's our assistant superintendent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can hire him in 3 to 5 years. Okay. Don't go.
Yeah, don't come after
Don't.
him.
If you come and try and steal Griffin Miller away, let me tell you something.
You changed lives. He's terrible at his job. Yeah. You don't like it.
He's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would choose somebody else for sure.
That's a good transition point, though. Like, as a superintendent, you're leading a team of regulars, but also seasonal part-timers. What is leadership like? How have you grown as a leader, as a superintendent?
Seamless transition.
This is not the first superintendent job you've had, right?
That's right.
You've had time to learn, but like a little bit about, I would love to hear a little bit about like leadership and growth in that, because it's a very unique team style to have to lead. So,
Yeah, so I think that I've kind of worked at some places that maybe they didn't share all the information and maybe held some things back that was important to them, but probably could have helped out my career, I suppose. And
Sure.
Nothing against anybody I've ever worked for, but I did work for one guy who shared everything. And at first I was a little, maybe a little confused by it, maybe a little annoyed by it, maybe a little thankful for it. And but in the long run, I'm definitely thankful for it. And I feel that sharing the information with everybody and not omitting information is probably the way to be.
Sure.
I think what they pick out of it is the most important part of it, whether it's something very simple or something very deep. And if it's not the correct information, I hope that they get a second opinion on things, which I have gotten many a second opinions on things. And but yeah, I just think, and the other thing is maybe not being for lack of a better word, a controlling superintendent or a controlling person. I feel like, and I hope everybody feels this way, but I let everybody do their jobs, which takes a lot of stress off of my shoulders. And I think it adds to the team effort. And whereas, I don't know what goes on after work or what they say, but I think that I hope that they would say, yeah, he's just letting us do our thing. And so I don't want to, I hate to use the term steer the ship, but maybe steer the ship a little bit, but let the ship kind of be run by, we have some great minds around here, and some great people and some dedicated people. And I think just letting them do their thing works a lot better. And I don't necessarily feel like I need to reel people in if I let things get a little astray, or whatever the word would be.
Insider pun there. Reel things in.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Real. I'm learning about
reels. That's right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Dude,
I took the momentum of that answer.
it was you can't,
I'm learning. I'm sorry.
you always do this.
I know.
No.
This is episode 1, so yes, I always do this.
I would 100% agree with that, boss. I think you've got a really great gift that invites like collaboration, like real collaboration, not kind of the I don't know, facade of collaboration. But like you want to know what we have to say, what we have to think, like I hear you ask Griffin all the time, well, what would you do? And I think I think it's awesome. And I think what you get is you get people who are way more bought in. I think Brandon, he shared with me, shout out Brandon at LL Johnson, Brandon and Brian. AZQ, the sponsor, he's like, I'd like to announce our new unofficial partnership with LL Johnson, the finest turf care purveyors in all the world.
Wow.
Really, yeah.
Big get.
That's bold.
Big get for a little pod like that.
No, No, but Brandon shared with me one time this idea that if you give enough people, there's this idea that if you give people rope, that it's enough rope to hang themselves. He had a leader or a mentor or something who shared with him that they would give Brandon enough rope to trip himself, but not to hang himself. And I feel like you do that. You do that with me all the time. We're at work on a work day, and I get to play podcaster because you have given me rope to do my work, and then also do not my work. So just hopefully this is a meaningful aside, but like thank you for letting me chase the stuff. And it's so true about how you lead. Like the proof is always in the pudding, and the pudding is freaking sexy here, dude.
Sexy as hell.
Is that weird? It's sexy pudding, dude. Get off me.
I think that people's personalities are, instead of being directed like it's a military type of operation, you just let them do their thing. And if you feel that something could be done better, then I state it. And if they feel that something can be done better, I learn from that too, all the time. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel like possibly I'm a little bit old school, and I was taught, in the 90s, and things were done differently now. And as far as efficiency, I think that if you have a better way that's efficient and the job is getting done as good or better, I'm totally fine with that. I'm not completely. I've learned to not completely be set back to 1990s or whatever it is. And I think that's important.
I supervise a small team in my job, and I always use the idea that as long as our A and B is the same, I don't necessarily care how you get there.
Right.
I just know that for me as a leader, our B I have to communicate what the B is so that everyone's on the same page, and then go do your job. Because you're an adult. I don't need to be up your ass telling you how to do it, and that was evident just for me as an outsider to this industry. This morning at the rollout, we showed up right as everybody else was showing up. Looked like there was a small maybe team meeting up on the board. There's already assignments. Dudes came out here, got in their tractors and went and mowed, and it was just very much you could tell that they know what to expect when they come to work, and that's because you've set that as a leader, which is just helps everybody when they show up. I don't know what mood Christopher's going to be in today. It might, could mean I'm raking bunkers all day, or it's not a fear-based thing. They were just all right, we're here. This is what we got to do. I mean, it was cold this morning.
Yeah.
But everybody was ready and willing to get going, and I think that roundabout way of saying as a leader, you've set that of I got to go do the fairway box. You guys are going to go do this thing. Let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know what you need.
Yeah, that's right. These guys are great in that they, starting time's 5:30. We get started at 5:30, and most guys are on time for the morning meeting or whatever it is, and they're willing to get out there at 5:30, and they're not kicking their feet or making their breakfast at 5:31 to 5:45 or whatever it is. And I just think that you just kind of let them do as they do, and if there are the guys doing that, then you say something, and they generally respond to it. So yeah,
no doubt. It's a great place to work, and you're great to work for. So
thank you very much.
Mega kudos. All right, I want to respect the time and the expectations and all this stuff. So I'd love to land the plane with how we land the plane on this show. We talk a lot about how what the golfers see, what they don't see, misconceptions of the job. We mow what we do is more than just mowing grass and weed eating and all that stuff, right? That's the easy part. The perspective that we have on it is different than the golfer's perspective on it, and truly, like, golf is the game to be played. The keeper is the one who keeps the place to play. And you have had a long career of doing that. And I think the truth of the matter is what you've given people is just a really nice place to be and a nice place to, for your sports turf fields, nice place to play on the turf, on golf courses, a nice walk, fresh air, and it's really awesome. And in your career,
Daisy cues the sentimental music here.
yeah, Daisy, give me something heartfelt. In Ohio, you worked at Brookledge, Hawthorne Valley, Rosemont, Boston Hills, and Kent State. Go, what's the mascot?
Golden Flashes.
Go Golden Flashes.
That's not a real thing.
Daisy, cue some Golden Flashes.
Good job.
In New Mexico, you worked at Pinion Hills, San Juan Country Club, City of Farmington, and Santa Ana and Twin Warriors.
That's right.
Here in Colorado,
Harmony Club.
we're the only ones that get you.
We're here.
At Harmony Club. Just golf rounds across your career at all those places. You have prepared a nice walk, a nice place to be, a nice place to play, just golf for 1.17 million rounds of golf.
Holy shit.
Now, in the 3 years that you weren't at a golf course, you were doing sports turf, you were giving athletes and players a place to play, a place to compete, some fresh air. And out of those, that's over 80,000 instances of people suiting up and playing on what you prepared. So for the grand total over the last 30-something years, I don't want to give out the exact number, you have prepared a place for 1.25 million people.
That's a little number.
Dad, it's awesome, man, and I think it's something to be proud of. And today that number is going to grow. And you have built a team and set up a space that is going to be the best part of somebody's week.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's awesome. And from us, thank you. From me, thanks.
You're welcome. Very good.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for coming on today.
Yeah, and thanks for those numbers. I when golf courses talk about how many rounds they put through, I don't generally pay attention to that because I just feel like if it's 100 rounds or 25,000 rounds, it's the same rounds. So I don't pay too much attention to that. But now that you put that in perspective, that's a big number. I like it.
No doubt.
Yeah, good
And
stuff.
when it's not a business number of like, oh, we gotta shorten the interval between tee times to bump those numbers up.
That's
it's
right.
Like you've cared for that many people.
That's right.
Without having to think about it.
Yeah, never really looked at it that way. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got it, boss.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well, yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Great.
Thanks, brother.
All right.
We'll see you on Monday.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care, everybody. A massive thank you to Christopher and the team here at Harmony Club for making today possible. You can find where to follow him in the show notes. You can watch Christopher's Keeper Spot over on our YouTube channel, Under the Greens Pod. Thank you to our viewers and listeners for making this stream possible. Please like, rate, and share. It will go a long way. Be sure to follow us at Under the Greens Pod everywhere but X, because character limits. To stay in the loop about our loops, sign up for our newsletter, The Beaver Tale. The link is in our show notes or at underthegreens.com. All music credits are in the show notes as well. As always, we were recorded and produced by Kosick Media, inspired by Shade, Straight, and Sterner. Production support came from UT-MFR Group. Kudos to Kreggers and anyone who tips their cap to their keeper. thank you so much for listening. And remember, if you know thy keeper and love thy keeper, you'll never walk alone. We'll see you next time under the greens.